Hello, I'm Chris Irvine, the high school principal. Welcome to our virtual back to school night. Usually this would be a live event where the hallways would be busy with a lot of chatter, movement, laughing, and enjoying our time together, hearing what our teachers have to present. We cannot do that. Just like many different things throughout the year, we can't do. It's a struggle. I know it's stressful, but please be assured that we will do everything we can to make sure the kids have a good experience while they're here or at home virtually. Please view the teacher videos to get to know the teachers, hear their expectations of what their courses are about. Each teacher has posted their video on our high school website. Mr. Benich and Mr. Price will now share a PowerPoint with some basic information about the high school. In closing, I want to say thank you. Thank you for being the parents that you are. We have a wonderful community, wonderful kids, and it's because of you. Please continue to stay involved. It's very important during these times. We need to communicate and share any kind of concern or celebration that you may encounter throughout the next few months. So thanks again. If you need anything, please don't hesitate to call me or send me an email. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Mr. Benich, and I'm one of the two assistant principals here at the high school, as Mr. Irvine mentioned, and I have some information to share with you, and thank you very much for joining us this evening. Over the past several months, we've been in touch, sharing many of the changes that took place due to the pandemic, things with our schedule, as well as the different safety precautions that were in place. So we want to take a few moments to discuss the things that just haven't changed. And one of those things, first and foremost, is the staff. Everyone in the building is really committed to your children and making sure that they have a good experience while they're here. Also, our focus hasn't changed. Our focus is making sure that all of our children have a worthwhile learning experience during their time here at the high school. And we'll make sure that that actually does happen. And lastly, providing support where needed. So if you or your child feels that there is some sort of additional support needed for them to be successful, please do not hesitate to reach out. We want to encourage you to encourage your child to stay involved while here at CHS. We frequently find our really busy students do a great job not only with their activities, but also in the classroom. In addition, goal setting is important. Setting both short-term and long-term goals for students just helps to keep them focused and make the most out of their time here at the high school. I'd like to discuss attendance for just a minute or two. By now you're familiar with the Group A, Monday, Tuesday on site, Wednesday through Friday virtual, and Group B, which would be Monday through Wednesday virtual, and then Thursday, Friday on site. But it's more about the virtual days and the virtual attendance. And for those days, you want to make sure that your child is logging in to each of their classes and participating and submitting work, because their attendance would be based upon their activity during the block. Also, if your child does need to miss school due to a COVID-related concern, please make sure you're communicating that with our school nurse, Tammy Fry, and her email address is on this presentation. Additionally, please make sure that you're submitting notes, either doctor notes or your parent notes, for student missed days, and those days can be virtual or in person within 3 days. If you could also remember to complete the blue trip forms in advance of a trip. That could be for a college visitation or a vacation. That's to make sure that those days are approved and excused. And for this year, something different is that mandatory attendance age has increased from 17 years old to 18 years old. So all kids until they're 18 must be here at school every day. These expectations were communicated to students on the first day of school, but we thought they were worthwhile sharing with you as well. So we share with them, it's really important that they be present both virtually when they're at home, and they be present in the building when they need to be each and every day. Also, be patient. Give themselves time to adjust to the new learning format, and hopefully they have for the past month, as well as giving the teacher some patience as well, because they're learning a very new way of teaching too. Frequently communicate. This is new for everyone. It's new for us. It's new for the teachers. It's new for the students. It's just new for everybody. And so if there are needs that are not being addressed, please communicate with your teacher what those needs may be. Be positive. Approach this in a positive way. There are some really good things that probably will come out of this when it's all said and done. So the things that they like, just kind of focus on those, and the things that perhaps are not as positive for them, mitigate it, do the best you can, and work your way through it. And in all ways, stay connected. It's really easy to become isolated during the pandemic. We were all kind of hunkered down in our homes for quite a while, but we're encouraging students to reach out and stay connected as best they can. And that may be virtual to a great degree, but if there are different activities that they can participate in, both before and after school or on the weekends, we're encouraging that as well.
Hi, I'm Andrew Price. I'm one of the assistant principals at the high school. Communication is key right now. We have a lot of ways that we can communicate with each other. Since the spring, the administrative team has been making tons of phone calls, exchanging a lot of emails, and trying to answer as many questions as we can, as quickly as we can, as well as producing facts and other communications to keep everybody informed. Currently, PowerSchool is going to be your parent access letter. It is going to be one of your main ways to get your students' grades. The PowerSchool app you can have on your phone, or you can access through the computer or tablet. We have our district website, our Schoology, email, and our goal for the high school is that teachers will contact parents of struggling students. We have lots of teams that we'll talk about shortly that will also be here to support your children and will communicate frequently with you. We have a ton of support personnel at the high school: principals, teachers, counselors, amongst a whole slew of other groups. We have psychologists and social workers and at-home visitors, and then a whole team of directors, technology director, athletic director, our director of food services, that are all looking out to help your students. We want to make sure that they have the best experience in the environment that we're able to provide. Our teachers, support staff, and administrators all make up the following teams that are here to support your children. We have our counseling department, our online Calico Connections groups, our student assistance program, which works with students that are at risk and struggling with non-academic issues. Our family-based counseling, we have an on-site probation officer. We have MTSS, which works with at-risk students in the academic realm, and academic support after school, where we have teachers that volunteer their time to come and work with students in specified areas to after school. So you can sign up in the main office. There is a sign-up sheet. We like that the student and the parent agree that the student attends. This academic support really only works if the student is putting in their effort and working with the teacher. Lastly, we have free breakfast and lunch until the end of the calendar year. So that our last day of the calendar year will be 12/22. Thank you.
To wrap up, I just want to share a couple things that are happening here with instruction. In this new environment, teachers are now going to use Google Meet starting October 1st, and I think that's really going to help the instruction. Students are expected to be in their classes and participating during our normal bell schedule. Very, very important, especially as we move to Google Meet. Now, these courses or our classes will not be fully virtual. It's going to be strategic times when teachers need to do that, and they will schedule it with their kids and let them know. And it'll look like a variety of different experiences depending on the class. This year, unlike in the spring, the grading and how we handle assessments here in the building will not be the same. We are back to our traditional grading and assessment and covering our full content in every class. The other exciting piece that really has helped is teachers are now utilizing different pieces of software like Edpuzzle, and they're screencasting. They're utilizing iMovie. Discovery Ed is a wonderful platform for a lot of information for teachers and kids. They're using Kahoot, Peer Deck, Flipgrid, a lot of things that if you would ask me this a few months ago, I would have no idea what you're talking about. So the technology is really increasing, and I think it's going to help our kids. I want to thank you for watching our presentation. Please continue and view your son or daughter's teacher's videos. Again, if you need anything, please reach out and contact us. Thank you.